Once upon a time, two men decided if they were making the cut. Then they made the cut. And now JT and Aaron are talking everything from wrestling to pop culture and beyond, because it's no holds barred.
Will you back down, turn and run, or stand up with the best? When your back to the wall, what will your answer be? Will you run for the door? Will you run out on me like it's hard? It's no holds barred.
No holds barred.
But are they barred?
No, it's all
What
a
is barred? The
figment
whole?
of our imagination.
Yeah. I against my better judgment, I went. A friend of mine was giving an improv class, and I went.
Oh, how did that go?
It reminded me all the reasons why I hate improv.
I loved improv. I'm gonna have to show you my improv cassette tape from college and have you critique our showdown. We did like a Whose Line Is It Anyway against like another school.
Oh, that must have been. See, that I don't mind. Like, we did this stupid ass game where there's 7 of us sitting in a circle and everybody says one word to tell a story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking idiot beside me, this chick, the person would say, like, the first person beside her would say, I, and then she would say, walking. And it's like, I can't make any sense of that.
Right.
So I'm
I
saying-
walking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
be
walk.
like a caveman.
Yeah, I walk. Yeah. But
I
then you make a
walking.
caveman joke and nobody gets it. Anyway.
Or Kane with the thing, the voice box. I walking to Xbox.
My house burned in a fire.
One time we had to do like they give you a word, you had to like whatever use it, like act it out, and they said it was like I think it was like spit or something, and I said it's free lube for cheap people or something like that, and Catholic college
Nobody's having it.
didn't go over well. But anyway, so here we are, no holds barred. Usually this slot would have been draft day, but we're taking a little break from drafting and we're kicking off a brand new project, Aaron, which I'm very excited about. If you're a longtime viewer of the Place to Be podcast, you would have seen us do these a bunch of times. I think you and I have even done a couple of them before. We did a Mania one.
Yeah.
But we're going to start doing monthly all-time build-a-cards. And these are always a fun project to think through. It's pretzel logic for sure. It's brain freeze across the board to get through some of these, but it's always fun to do. And SummerSlam is a really cool one to start with because there's a shitload of SummerSlams. And you know us, we're completionists.
Yep.
And I remember back on the old Dangerous Alliance podcast, Will and I did these. And we must have fought on the phone for like an hour before we recorded because he wanted to we're just going to do 8 matches, brother. You know, and I'm like, no, we're doing every fucking match. And he's like, no, we're only going to do 8. And I forget where we landed up, but him and I were very divergent on the OCD versus just having the tight card.
You and me are kindred spirits, right? Like,
yeah, you're going to do it all. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it all.
Fucking cowards that don't do it. Sorry, Will. Cowards.
Texans. Piece of shit. This show is simulcast video and audio. So if you're listening to this one on video, you can head over to YouTube because this is one I'd recommend watching because our producer, Mr. Not the Tool Man, Tim Taylor, has put together a graphic that's going to track our card as we do it. You can see it on the screen right now. So it'll probably be easier to follow along. I know this one can be tough sometimes to listen to and track what we're doing. Yeah. This is going to help us too because
he's got the yeoman's work too of like changing because we're going to be changing picks.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a bad night for him.
It's not a fun night for Tim.
No, it's not. But anyway, so you can see here if you're watching, we have only a few rules. So we have to choose a match from every SummerSlam. Every SummerSlam has to be represented on this card. And there's a lot of SummerSlams. You only may use a wrestler one time in a match. We are going to allow, if a wrestler appeared as like a guest referee, like Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam 97, that doesn't preclude him from also working on the card. But in a match...
He's already there.
Yeah, he's already there. So in a match, you're only active one time in the in a match. So that's it. We have to have at least one WWF/E world title match. That's the old school original belts. One intercontinental, one tag team, and one women's title match. Now, we can have other titles. We can have
We could pick
every
all
title.
the rest if we
Yeah,
want. Yeah.
everything. But we want to definitely have those 4.
And if we pick the other ones, we can only use them once.
And these.
Yeah, and we have to pick these ones. We don't have to take a hardcore title.
No.
But we could, but we can only take one hardcore title.
And same with these. So we'll only have one IC title match. And then at the end, we're going to pick a venue that's hosted a SummerSlam. We're going to pick a commentary team to close it out. So, and then you can play along, like leave a comment on our YouTube or on our social media, build your own card and see how you did versus ours. And we'll see which card looks cooler to attend if you were going to the show.
Yeah.
So the way I like to approach this generally.
You have 90 minutes still?
But fans definitely do. The way I generally like to approach this is I like to pick a couple of big matches that we really like. Let's get the big ones that we want on there, and then we can decide how we want to go. Do we want to go by wrestler? Do we want to go chronologically?
Yeah. We can get progressively more disappointed as we have to take those matches off.
Oh yeah, we're going to be pissed within like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your one must have? Like if you had to say, I want one match, what is it?
I don't know. I don't really have a big must. I know it seems stupid.
Yep,
I'm thinking more like we have to like I've kind of thought about it in terms of titles.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about world title. What are your world title options off the top of your head?
The one that keeps coming up to me is it's either Austin and Angle, or Brock and Rock.
What about Brett and Taker?
That too. So there's 3 really, right? Now I'd be happy with any of those 3. So like it's almost like world title doesn't necessarily need to be our first pick because.
But let me throw this out there at you.
Yeah.
So of those guys, right? I think Austin and Angle are the 2 that have the softest SummerSlam resume other than that match. Angle's got Ray, which is great.
Yeah.
Austin, but with Brett, you have Perfect, you got Bulldog, you got the Brainbusters. With Brock, you have like a shitload of options later.
Yeah. Because Brock is Mr. SummerSlam, right?
Right. So we may want to go Austin Angle just because I feel like that's the best of them.
Yeah.
And like that same and with Brett Taker is the same there because like I said with Brett you got so many options. Like
with Taker you don't. I love that Angle Ray match, right?
Yeah.
Like to me that's like pretty much as good as like almost anything.
Not as good as Austin Angle though.
No, but it's not crazy far behind, right? Yeah. So look, why don't we make it easier? What do you think about the Intercontinental title?
Okay, so that's another one. You like Sean Razor or Brett Perfect, Brett Bulldog?
Here's what I was thinking. I'm thinking Warrior Rude.
Because
that's
a great choice.
Because those 2 are not going to be involved in anything else that we're going to want.
Or we could take them for world title.
Yeah, but we won't. We could.
Warrior Honky for IC.
Yeah, we could do that also. That would be an option too. Yeah. But I think Warrior Rude is the much better match. I think it's a classic match.
Okay.
So look, why don't we punch in Warrior Rude and why don't we punch in Austin Angle?
Okay. Because that still leaves Brett and Isaac. It still leaves Brett and it still leaves the Heart Foundation Brainbusters, which gets the Brainbusters on the card, and like those are guys we're never going to use elsewhere. So when you look at Brett's other matches, we can't use Brett Owen. That's for the world title. We can't use Brett Bulldog. We can't use Brett Perfect because those are IC title.
The only other one we could use the tag team title matches against Demolition, but I don't think we should. Mm-hmm. The only thing else we could do is we could do the whole Brett Lawler stuff.
Yeah, versus Yep. Okay. And 93 is weak otherwise. Yeah. 89's got some choices. So let's plug that in too. I like that.
Brett and against Lawler. You don't want to do Borga and Jannetty?
We do need an opener. No, let's go Brett Doink Lawler because that's such a good thing. Yeah. So that's 93. Brett Doink Lawler.
Even then, if we do Warrior Rude, we can't take Brett.
Too many podcasts with Chad calling Lawler lawyer. Yeah.
But we can't take Brett the Brainbuster match anyway if we're doing Warrior Rude.
Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah. Okay. So we're good. I think I like that.
Okay. Why don't we should we start now that we have a couple of the. Do we want to pick a Brock match too?
Okay, so what are the big options? We got Punk, obviously. We got Cena.
I think it's that one.
But that's a world. Is that the same
Can't-
title?
Yeah, it's the WWE title. Well, I mean, it's the
Yes.
mix of the two, but it's not.
It's that lineage,
So,
right?
Yeah. And look, Brock Rock at 02 is title. Brock Angle at 03 is title. Then the next time we see him is 12. I don't want to see him wrestle Triple H. Punk is a great option. Cena's a world title.
Can I ask one thing, Brett? So Brock is the Universal title. Is that the same lineage as the WWE title, or is that separate? Right? Isn't that the Universal? Because
no, Brock.
Not Universal, whatever it is. The Unified. I mean, because Jericho unified it earlier in the year.
Yeah,
right?
it's the same lineage because they branch that title. They
SmackDown,
and that stays the WWE title.
Yeah.
And they make the World Heavyweight title.
I think I like Brock Punk, non-title,
Yep.
and it gets Punk on the card. He doesn't have a lot of other big SummerSlam stuff.
Well, he's got one big one we could use if we want, which is
Cena?
the ladder match from 09. Like Jeff Hardy.
Right. Is that the same title though? No, that's the world title.
No, it's the World Heavyweight title. Yeah. But I think Brock Punk is the better match.
Well, I kind of want to maybe save Jeff Hardy because you want to talk TLC at SummerSlam 2000.
Well, and then that becomes our tag title match. Yeah.
So what you want to talk other tag title matches that could rival it? I mean, there's not many.
There's some of the stuff with the Usos or something, but you know what's funny with those is as much as I'd like them, they're all kind of forgettable. Like if I wanted to, like if you ask me what happens in them, I'd probably struggle to like explain it. Right?
I feel like TLC is the best we're gonna get. That's like a 5-star match, pretty much.
Yeah, it just takes 6 guys out, but
the Dudleys are never gonna get used.
And I don't give a shit about losing Edge. So
yeah, I mean whatever. I do like Edge Matt Hardy at 05, but like,
well, you know what it does take away if we wanted to do Randy Orton Christian for the World Heavyweight title in 2011. And we might want to do that.
All right, let's put TLC for now for 2000, just for now.
Okay.
I do want to toss out another one to you. So because we're not using him in the IC, do we want to consider Shawn versus Hogan?
Yeah, that was going to be, or it depends what we want to do with Hogan. Like, we want to keep one of those big title matches, big tag matches with Savage, or do we want to have Shawn Hogan?
Or do we want to do Shawn Triple H
from
at 02 and do we could do 88 money Mega Powers versus Mega Bucks because they're probably not going to get Savage in if we don't use that.
We'd have to do Dusty from 90.
Yeah.
But even then, it's an interesting match. But yeah, let's do that. So let's do the Mega Powers, Mega Bucks from 88.
That's like a big name match to add to the card, you know?
Yeah. And then Shawn Triple H from 2002.
Yeah. I'm going to be thrown out. We have some of the staff watching in tonight with us. So Christian Orton was thrown out as a potential roadblock. Edge, Undertaker at 08 was thrown out as a potential roadblock because that's not for the title, right? Is Edge Taker at SummerSlam? I feel like that was not.
I don't care about losing Edge Taker.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's just a Hell in a Cell for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do Taker Orton at 05
Hogan,
if we don't do Orton Christian.
We could. Look, why don't we, like, now that we have those, we have 88, we have 89.
Okay.
You want to take a quick look? You want to go by year now that we have those?
Yeah.
Or is anything else jump out at you that, like?
No, 1990.
You know what else we could plug in right now? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
you know what else we could plug in right now is, which I think is a no-brainer now that some things are out, is 2016 John Cena versus AJ Styles.
Yes.
Because Cena's got other great stuff, but it's almost all for titles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a 5-star.
Yeah.
Done and done.
5 for me if he hadn't have fucking jumped up right away. But whatever.
Or if Jon Stewart would have been involved. All right, 1990. I think we just go Tito Warlord. But I'm kind of half kidding on that. So if you look at that card, like I don't think we have a ton of other options.
No, I mean you could do Sherry and Sapphire and get the whole Duggan looking for it.
Is that part? You get that part of it?
Oh yeah, you must, right?
Yeah.
We could do that. Or we could do Duggan Volkov against the Orient Express.
At least with Tito Warlord, you get Piper's racist rant about
if we pick him as a commentator.
With Slick in the shoe, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna fumigate him. He's like, oh, look it over there. Yeah.
We could also do the Snake versus Rat match.
Oh God, that's terrible. I do feel bad leaving Jake off this card, but he's just not in a lot of good SummerSlam stuff.
I find Jake's best SummerSlam match is 88 against Hercules.
Right. Yeah. Let's go Tito Warlord for now.
Sure. And 91, I think we should probably take Bossman Mountie.
Yeah, I like Virgil DiBiase a lot, but we're using DiBiase in 88, so this is my second choice. If we're not gonna, Brett Perfect would be my top choice. Virgil DiBiase is my second choice.
Yeah.
Bossman Mountie is my third from this card.
Yeah. Or the wedding.
Yes.
Or
the reception.
Yeah, that's right. 92 is the worst.
I know, your least favorite SummerSlam of all time.
It's so not.
The SummerSlam you thought you'd never see, or that you'd never want to see.
No.
If you're you.
There's very few we could take on this. Can't take LOD money in. We could take. Nails Virgil or
Crush Repo Man.
Is it insane we don't have Demolition on this list?
Well, again, it's tough. They fight the Hearts twice. We could. I mean, if you.
Bret Hart sucks.
I hate to do this. If you want to, like, not do Warrior Rude, if you want to, like, start to mix things up already, we could do the Demolition 6-man. You lose 88 as well. So we could, if one permeation of this could be Warrior Honky.
Yeah.
And then Demolition and Andre versus Duggan. I mean, Demolition and Duggan versus Andre in the Twin Towers. Then we'd have to change Bossman Mountie, but we could do DiBiase Virgil. This is where you start to get the popsicle headache.
Yeah.
So that's your other path. Those three matches right there.
You know what match always gets forgotten in the Intercontinental is the Rock Triple H ladder match.
Yeah.
Like we always forget about that one whenever we're doing anything like this. And
then we got to change Triple H Shawn.
Yeah. But that might not be the worst sacrifice. I can't think of anything else Shawn has that's really good though.
No, I think unless you want to do Shawn Razor. Like if we changed Warrior Rude, you could do that.
Yeah, but then you're not doing the Rock Triple H match anyway.
Right. Yeah.
You could do this 6-man from 89.
The Demolition one. Or the Rockers one.
Or the other one, yeah. But we're hold on, we're not there yet. So
no, all right, let's keep this. 92 is do Virgil Nails. I think it's better than Crush Repo, sadly. It's a big year for Nails. He's at WrestleCon, SummerSlam.
Both of them are like 2 minutes long, so
yeah, we need a couple squashes in here. It's not all going to be bangers.
Yeah.
94, Jarrett Mabel. I think we should do Tatanka Luger. Unless you want Alundra Bull Nakano to be our women's, but I'm guessing we have other women's matches.
But there's gonna be other women's matches.
Yeah.
Other women's.
I think Tatanka Luger. It's like one you can burn both guys. They're not going to be on anything else. You get the heel turn.
I don't know. I feel like Blaze Nakano is probably better because that lineage is different for the other ones we're going to get down the road.
Oh, different. So you're saying it's okay because
I would say
other
so.
Women's titles.
Because
all right, let's do that then. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cheat with the women, but you know.
That's what you do. All right, 1995.
Hakushi 1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's either that or Horowitz Skip are really our two choices.
No, we'll go back to Hakushi or Triple H Bob Holly.
If we want to get rid of Triple H Shawn for that.
Yeah, no.
All right, 96. You want to do Sid Bulldog?
You're goddamn right, I do, because I want to see Bulldog get hurt.
Yeah, and we're not going to use Bulldog unless we want to do Bulldog Shamrock at 97. Let's look at the rest of 97 because that's possible, depending on what else we see. Or LOD Godwins we could do, or Goldust Pillman.
So it's like now I almost want to do Bret Undertaker.
Well, yeah. So if we did Bret Undertaker, we got to change 93. We got to change 01. We could do Rock Booker at 01 for the WCW title if you'd rather do Bret Taker. And then we got to change 93, but whatever.
What's a better way to approach this? Like the ones where we're kind of debating, should we skip them and then do the next years for the easy ones and then try to fill those in later?
No, I think it's the finish, kind of how we're doing it. And then if we want to go back and like, okay, if we do this, we do because we may start to change and then like,
yeah, okay,
then get stuck and be like, oh no, we have to use this guy here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say like we could do Sid Bulldog and then LOD Godwins. Or we could do Bulldog Shamrock for the Euro and do Goldust Mero or Owen Savio.
I mean,
Or can we do Mankind Taker? We could do the Boiler Room Brawl.
Yeah.
If we're not going to use Taker elsewhere. Unless we're going to use Taker Orton at 05.
We might. 05's got some good stuff in it, though. I'm kind of like locked. I'm starting to really think about Brett and Undertaker.
All right, let's change it.
But then we lose an Austin match later.
Well, we could do Austin.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's.
I
think that's our only chance for Austin. He's in a world title match every other time.
Yeah.
That's it. Or we could do Austin. Yeah, because we can't do Austin Owen. Yeah,
no.
That's it. So that's if we change this, yeah, we're going to lose Austin.
Right. What do you think?
I think we're going to have Austin.
But it's weird because he's not as synonymous with SummerSlam the way he is, I find, with the other cards.
Well, let me ask this, though. Is Brett Taker and Rock Booker without Austin better than Austin Angle and I guess whatever, LOD Godwin's?
I think I love that Austin Angle match. To me, that's a 5-star match, but it is kind of divisive for some people because of the finish, right?
Yeah. Let's just do it. All right. So 01 is do Rock and Booker.
Okay. Is there anything else in 01?
I think it's our only chance to use the Rock.
Oh, the Rock, yeah.
Or unless Chad just said, unless we do 99. But I think 99 we got to do Test and Chain.
Oh, that's a great
That's
pick.
not even
99.
a question.
Yeah.
It's
great pick.
Easy. They're not going to be used again. And
all right.
And you get Pete Gas in a Hawaiian shirt.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
So 98 then.
X-Pac Jarrett.
That's a great little sprint. We could do Ken Shamrock Owen in the Lion's Den.
Yeah, that gets Owen on. Let's do that.
Okay.
93, do you want to go back?
Yeah, we got to. Oh, it's a tag title match. Steiner's Heavenly Bodies, but yeah, tag title.
Oh, yeah, it's the belts.
Borga?
As either Borga, Janetti, or IRS Kid. It's probably... Oh, actually, can we do the 6-man? Tatanka and the Guns against Bigelow and the Head Shrinkers? Unless we're going to use Rikishi later. Or Billy Gunn.
No, I think that's probably safe, yeah. Okay. All right, so we passed 2002. We're in 2003 now. 2003. We could, for the U.S. title, do Guerrero, Benoit, Rhino, Tajiri.
Unless you want to do Guerrero Ray at 05.
Let's look at 05 quickly.
Because we're using Edge and Hardy at 2000, which is another match I like. We're not using Kurt anymore, so we could use him destroying Eugene, which is fun.
Or if we're not using Kurt in 2000, if we're not using Kurt in the title match, we could use him in Ray in 2002
instead of Triple H Shawn. And then what? Well, we can't do Hogan Shawn anymore.
No,
I'd rather do this. I think.
Okay, yeah, I think so too.
And I think Ray Eddie at 05.
I don't actually like that match that much. That's a ladder match, right?
Yeah, for Dominic.
It
means more now with Dominic.
I guess.
I just don't know what else on that card is like.
I think we might want Orton later too.
Well, and we're already using Taker, so.
Oh yeah. It fucks us for 203 though.
This is gonna be something.
Because the way I'd almost
Kane
rather
RVD. We could just do Kane RVD.
I'd almost rather take Angle and Eugene, because then we get Angle on the card, right?
So do Angle Eugene and then do the US match?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think?
So the opposite would be Ray and Eddie, and then RVD Kane.
I think the matches are stronger the first way because I think Kane and RVD is not very good, whereas the 4-way is really good.
Yeah, I don't hate it enough to argue it.
Okay.
However, I will throw this at you. If we do
Yeah.
it the other way, we could do Benoit Orton at 04 for the world title because that's a different belt.
Oh,
And that's a great match.
yeah. Is there any other world heavyweight titles that like?
So probably a lot. 04, there's really the thing with 04 is it gets tough because unless we do, honestly, I think that's our only choice.
Yeah.
I think it's our only choice.
Okay.
Unless we change the Dudleys out of TLC and do that 6-man opener, but because everything else is either it's got Cena, it's got Edge.
Okay, so let's do 04.
Oh, Kurt Eddie is non-title. So we could also do that 04.
We should definitely do that then.
Then we got to change 03 though. Like we
fine.
can't do the Eddie US or the 05.
But that I think Kurt Eddie is better than either of those ones.
Okay.
And it's the best use of both.
Is it better than Orton Benoit for the world title?
I think so, but I think it's close. So
okay. So 03 then you want to do RVD Kane? I think we have to. It's our only choice.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 05 we're gonna do. Oh, we can't. We can't do this because both of our choices are now gone. Is there anything else at 05? No.
No.
All right, so forget that. I think we do Benoit Orton.
Yeah.
Eddie Ray and RVD Kane.
Okay.
And that's our world title match for now.
Yeah.
We
I
can't
hate
do
having RVD Kane on this thing.
2-man says Randy Christian, but we're using Christian in TLC, so we'd have to change that.
Yeah.
Which I hate. There's so few really good tag title matches at SummerSlam. I feel like that's the best.
I mean, look, there's really good ones, but they're later, right? They're actually different.
Right now, we arguably have the best world title match, the best tag title match, and a top 2 IC title match.
Yeah.
Sean Razor is probably better, obviously, but
I don't think we have the best title match.
Brett Taker?
No. I love it, but I mean, I think Cena Bryan is probably better.
Right.
But yeah,
probably.
But I'd have it in the conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it's our right now. It's our number 2 title change of all time.
Yeah. 06. Flair Foley.
Yes. Yep. Oh wait, we didn't end up using Foley earlier, right? So yeah, I think that's perfect because those are guys that we're never going to use anywhere else. Unless we want to do Big Show Sabu for the ECW title.
We could if we're stuck, but
yeah. No, I like Flair Foley because I don't think Flair's done, and Foley, I don't know if he ever has another SummerSlam match. So, all right, this is where it's going to start getting a little tricky.
I mean, 07, it feels like the only real option is the Women's Battle Royal.
Now, does that use anyone that we're going to want to use? That's the only thing. Let's see.
I don't know.
All right, it has.
I think we'll probably be okay.
Brooke, Maria, Layla, Victoria, Crystal, Kelly, Jillian Hall, Mickey James, Melina, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Beth Phoenix. So we're probably
we're gonna lose the greatest match of all time of Melina and
Fox and Melina.
Alicia Fox.
Shit.
So
Alicia Fox.
I think we can probably still safely take it though. Here.
Okay. Yeah, that's our only choice.
07 such a bad. Like I hate that show.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a show I hate.
Yeah. 08 is not going to be helpful either here.
Well, we could just take Batista Cena.
And then dump Cena AJ?
Oh no, not Cena AJ. No, we can't do that.
Then I don't know what else we're going to do. Because we can't even do Glamorella because that's for the IC. Right. The Hardys are both tied up.
Oh, I hate this. Why do we decide to do this? Why do we do this? Like, what are we stupid? Are we stupid? Like,
I think we got to do Batista Cena, and I think we got to lose Cena AJ.
That's insane.
It's too much unraveling.
Yeah.
Because if we win anything else, like if we did Taker Edge, we got to change TLC and 97.
Right. And I don't particularly love that match anyway. 09, Undertaker and Edge. I think it's fine, but
Yeah.
09 MVP versus Jack Swagger.
Do it.
Yeah.
Dial it up. I mean, we could do Christian. Oh no, we can't. I was like Christian Regal, but the squash. All right, 10 gets tricky.
We're fucked.
Have we used Orton? Oh yeah, with Benoit.
It's the WWE title.
Oh yeah, shit. How about the
Yeah.
Nexus? That's got Brett, right?
And Cena and
And
Edge.
Bryan. Yeah.
Chris Jericho. Okay, what else is on 07?
Yeah, because we could just use Melina and Alicia Fox.
I
Nothing.
didn't say we're gonna take Melina and Alicia Fox.
Well, can we do anything with 03 if we took Kane and RVD off?
We could do Shane and Eric. Oh no, we're using
Well, then we
Shane.
lose Shane and Test. We can't lose Shane and Test.
La Resistance. Oh no, the Dudleys are in the TLC.
And that's the tag title. Fuck.
Okay, skip it. Let's just go to 2011.
We'll worry about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Barrett and Bryan.
Or Henry and Sheamus.
Yeah. All right. Let's do Henry Sheamus for now. I feel like there's more of a chance of using Bryan than those guys.
Well, and Sheamus is like Henry Sheamus is like that weird little sprint that kind of launched Sheamus as a babyface.
Yeah.
Also, producer Tim, you put Henry Sheamus in 2010, and that's gonna cause a problem later.
Yeah, that's 11.
Yeah.
We skipped 10. So 12.
I'd go Jericho Ziggler.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's actually I think it's probably the best match on the show, oddly enough.
Yeah. Yep.
13 we have, right? It's
Brock and Punk. Yep.
Yeah.
14, I say we do Stephanie Brie Bella.
That or Rollins Ambrose. It's a lumberjack match.
I feel like we may use them potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
Because don't they have a pretty good tag later we may want?
They do. You know what else is good on this card is Rusev and Jack Swagger.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Oh,
I like Stephanie Brie because of the angle.
Yeah, it's just Stephanie Brie because we're already using Jack Swagger. So
right. Because we're never going to use them, and it's like a good angle. It's not just like a throwaway women's match or whatever.
So 2012 is Jericho Dolph.
Yep.
And 2013 is Brock Punk.
Yep. Okay. All right. So I think for 15,
Ambrose Reigns versus Wyatt and Harper.
That's what I was thinking. Either that or Owen Cesaro.
Then there's another one in 2007. When is the other one? There's another one where it's Ambrose Rollins in the bar. That's in 2017. That's also really, I think that one's probably better.
Okay, so why don't we do Owen Cesaro and then that?
Okay.
No, is it 17? Yeah, all right, 17.
Yeah, so 2015 is Owen Cesaro.
Is that for different titles? Or is that the original?
No, it's different ones.
Different tag?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in 2015, Owens and Cesaro. Yeah. 2017 is going to be Ambrose and Rollins against the bars.
For whatever tag titles those were.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So 16
is AJ.
No, not anymore.
Oh, we lost it. Shit.
Charlotte Sasha.
Yeah, it's not good though. It's not a good version of their match. Like, but we're
all right. Let's come back to 16 in a second.
Okay.
18. Have we used Bryan yet?
Oh, we can't do the fucking bar matches. Thank you.
Because of Sheamus.
Yeah. But we could switch that Sheamus match to Bryan Barrett.
Yeah, or I was going to suggest Bryan Miz at 18 though.
Yeah, but you know we could also do at 18 is Charlotte, Carmella, Becky.
Yeah.
That's the Becky heel turn.
Yep. Okay, let's do that. All right, so we're going to do Bryan Barrett at 11.
Okay. Bryan Barrett.
I think that's the U.S. title, right? Is that the U.S. title or no?
No, it's nothing. It's just a match.
Okay. Tim, you're saying that's the women's for that. Is that you're saying that's the same? That's not the same as Alundra.
No.
No. Yes, he's saying it is.
I don't think so, because because the women's title kind of gets merged. It's a weird thing. Is the women's title the Divas title?
I thought they made a new one at WrestleMania 16.
Yeah, and they did. And 2018, it's the SmackDown women's title, which is the completely new one.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good on that.
Yeah, I was just checking her page quick, but
yeah.
SmackDown women's title, hang on.
That's in 2000.
Yeah, that starts with Becky in 16.
Yeah. So
Charlotte in 17, Carmella, Becky, Charlotte. Yeah.
So look, 2011, let's do Brian. I'll let Tim catch up here. Yeah,
Okay.
Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
And then that means that 2017 we can do Ambrose and Rollins versus The Bar.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, then we have to get rid of Kevin Owens and Cesaro from 15.
Yep. Let's do the Stephen Amell tag.
And that's Barrett.
Oh, God damn it. Is there anything else at 15? Ziggler, Rusev?
Have we used Ziggler?
I feel like we did on something.
Yeah, we did. Jericho and Ziggler.
Ziggles.
Okay, look, we're near the end. Let's power through the rest of them.
Okay.
And then we'll see. So 2019.
Well, wait, do we have 18 is Charlotte versus Becky versus Carmella.
Yeah. But then if we wanted, we could do Charlotte Trish from 19.
Well, no, we're using Charlotte.
But that's what I mean. We'd have to change the 2018.
We could just do Bray and Balor. We're not using them anywhere else.
Sure. Or AJ against Ricochet. That's for the U.S. title.
Oh, yeah, because we don't have AJ elsewhere.
Yeah. 2019.
Okay. 2020 doesn't exist.
But unfortunately it does. So
we could just do Mandy and Sonya.
Or we could do Asuka and Sasha.
Is that a different title?
Yeah, that's the Raw world title.
Okay, so let's do that.
Yeah.
Asuka, Sasha at 20.
Yeah. 21.
Drew and Jinder.
Jinder Mahal was fighting.
I think that's our only chance. Usos, Mysterios. What titles is that for?
The color coding, it's Eurocontinental.
Good. It's perfect. SummerSlam 21. Let me look it up.
Look, while you're doing that, I think for 2022, we might want to do Logan Paul against The Miz.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I like that.
It's that or McAfee against Corbin.
No, the other one.
Yeah.
So the SmackDown tag titles are on the line in that 2020, and that is the lineage that starts with Heath Slater and Rhino in 2016.
But what is that in 2020? Is that Street Profits against Andrade and Garza?
No, that'd be the 21 match we were talking about. The Mysterios versus the Usos.
We have Ray somewhere else already.
Did we? I thought we didn't end up using them.
Did we use Ray Eddie from 2005?
No, I thought we didn't end up using that.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right, never mind.
Custody of Dominic.
That's right.
Because it's relevant now.
So I think we'd use Drew and Jinder.
Okay.
That's our only choice.
Okay, Drew and Jinder.
Or Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Whatever you think you'd rather have. Lashley Goldberg, that's for the world title.
Yeah.
Like the real world title.
Yeah, it's not the Universal. That's Reigns and Cena.
Have we used either of them? Yeah, we used Cena.
Yeah.
We haven't used Reigns.
Oh, what a shame.
All right, 22 you got. That's
Logan Paul and The Miz, I think.
Yeah. We're not using Miz somewhere else? No.
Not yet.
All right, so where's our holes at?
10, 15, 16.
That's it? We got everything else?
Yeah.
Scroll up, Tim.
That's not bad.
All right.
Okay.
Deep breath. Here we go.
10 is the hardest one.
Yeah, because there's only like fucking 6 matches. So we can't do Big Show versus Straight Edge Society because we'd lose Punk Brock.
Can't do Orton versus Sheamus because we'd lose all that other stuff, and it's
the
not
world
a great
title.
match. We can't do the Team WWE Nexus. There's too many guys. Kane, Rey Mysterio, we'd lose our 2004 match.
And 5.
Yeah. Ziggler, Kingston is not a good enough. It's got to be Melina, Alicia Fox. It's so insane, but it has to be that one.
And that screws up what, 07?
Yeah.
So if we do Kane Finley, that screws up 03.
Yeah. You know what might end up being the crux point to all of this is that TLC.
Well, and then what? Do La Rez Dudley's as our tag title match?
I'm not saying I want to do that, but but it's more that it's a tag title match too, because it's just that match is taking up so many guys.
Yeah, but that's like the.
I know. So we're stuck on 07, right?
I feel like every time I've done this, we're stuck on 07. I mean, we could do Ray Chavo and change 05. Do we have Kurt somewhere? We don't, right?
You know what we could do in 07 is we could do Triple H, King Booker.
And get, well, that loses 02.
Yeah, but there's other stuff on 02, right?
Benoit Jordan for 05. So we could. So this is what I was going to say is we could move before we go with your path.
Yeah.
We could change and do Ray Chavo at 07 and change 05 to either Benoit versus Orlando Jordan or Kurt Angle Eugene because we're not using Kurt yet.
Right.
And you get Kurt destroying him is kind of fun.
I always like that one.
Let's just do that then. Let's do Angle Eugene at 05.
I just really don't like that Chavo Mysterio.
But I'd rather have Triple H Shawn, I think, than Triple H Booker.
Because if you take away if you put Triple H with Booker, you can open up Kurt Angle Ray.
And then what are we gonna do at 05?
05, Benoit. You could do Benoit Jordan.
All right, so let's go. Well, then what are you gonna do with Shawn?
Oh yeah, we're missing him now.
Well, 89. Well, we don't want to lose Warrior Rude. I said we could do the 6-man, but could do Rockers Power and Glory at 90.
Or we could just pivot to Razor Shawn for the IC.
I don't know. You want to lose Warrior and Rude?
Look, I think Razor Shawn is a better match. I like Warrior Rude more, but I think Razor Shawn.
Let's just see if we can make it work without changing that.
Okay.
For a second. So let's say we did Ray Chavo. And what else did we have to change? That's it, right?
This is to get Melina and Alicia Fox. All to get that classic match.
At 10, right? All right. So at 10 is Melina and Alicia.
Yeah.
All right. So right now we're clear, right? We're all looking at this and we feel good.
In theory, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get 15 and 16 to work with this configuration. And then we can go back and see if we want to shuffle around some stuff to make it better. Okay.
So 15.
Oh, we're using Dolph. We're using Barrett now, right? So we can't do the ML match. What if we change that Shield bar to Ambrose and Reigns versus Wyatt and Harper?
And at 17, we could do
Big Cass, Big Show. I mean, if we had to. Balor, Wyatt. Right? We could do Balor, Wyatt. No, Wyatt's in the 15 match. Yeah, I think we just do. Just do Cass and Big Show.
We have Brock already, eh? Yeah. Okay, let's do Cass and Big Show from 17.
Ambrose and Reigns versus Wyatt and Harper, which is a good match at 15.
That's at 17, Tim, not 16. Sorry. Yeah.
And then do you want to go back and do Henry Sheamus at 11? We lose Brian. But if you like that better.
If we do Henry Sheamus, well, I was going to say we could do the Stephen ML match, but no, we just need to figure out 16.
I'm just saying if you like Henry Sheamus better.
I do, but it's close. So
okay. All right, so 16 we need because 15 we got Ambrose and Reigns versus Wyatt and Harper. We've already used Jericho and Cass, right? So can't use that opener.
Yeah.
Nikki, Natty, and Alexa. No, we're using Becky and Carmella. Good Brothers. What tag type belt is that for? Good Brothers and New Day.
It's like the Raw tag, I think. Or when they
Do
had
we have that one yet? Yeah, we have that later. No, actually, do we?
I don't
Oh, we're
know.
not. Yeah. Hang on. So SummerSlam 16. Good Brothers. Tag Team Championship. Let me see when this one goes back.
Could we do
These belts are the ones that were created on SmackDown on 02.
wait, but at 16, could we not just do Balor Rollins?
Yes. Yep. And yeah, because that's for the new belt, right? Are we using that at all?
No, it's Universal. It's different.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Except for when he kills him. And the crowd booing the belt like idiots.
Wow, it did look dumb.
All right, so we did it. I think we're cleared. Look at it quick, because sometimes you'll think we are, and then like we'll realize we screwed something up. But oh, Benoit Orton's for the world title. If you want to plug that in, Tim.
Yeah, world heavyweight.
We got a lot of titles. We got some good gimmicks. We got all the star power. Austin's the only guy we're missing, really.
Yeah.
Right. We ended up getting Reigns in there.
Yeah.
Styles. We got Styles.
Does Austin do anything at 03 as the sheriff or whatever the fuck he was?
No, I don't think it's anything significant.
If it is, it's during the Shane Eric match, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted Austin, you could do Austin Yoko at 96 and take out Sid Bulldog, but I don't think it's worthwhile.
Lose that power bomb? No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely, right? Sometimes you mix in like tags and stuff, and we're not doing any battle royals. We're not using Barrett more than once, right? He feels like a guy we'd forget and use twice.
Yeah.
Ziggler is another guy who always sneaks his way in. Is there anything else on 17 besides stupid Big Cass and Big Show?
Well, I mean, yeah, not to 2017. Let's see. Cena Corbin, we're already using Cena. Orton Rusev, we're using Orton. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss is the Raw Women's title.
Do we have that title yet used? Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
for
we do. Asuka Banks,
Sasha.
and that's better.
Yeah.
Styles Owens, we're using one of them. The main event's really good for the Universal, but we're not better than what we already have Brock doing.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now, do you want to rethink any of this?
No.
You're done. You're good.
Do you want to?
Well, you were talking about like Sean Razor. If you wanted to get Ray and Kurt in from 02. So what does that look like? If you shift Kurt Ray to 02, Sean Razor, and then Triple H Booker, is that the only changes we need?
Yeah. Shawn Michaels versus Razor. And then we lose.
For 02, we do Ray Angle. Oh, we used Ray Chavo at Oh, we don't care about that. We used Booker there. Booker, Triple H there, and Ray Angle. Oh, we got to change 05 in that world because of Angle Eugene. Is there anything else at 05? Oh, so we could do Ben. No, we can't do Benoit because we're using him in 04. Yeah. And we use the US title later with AJ.
Yeah.
I think we're stuck. Yeah. I think we could use Kurt Eugene. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we end up with, Brett? Oh, Brett Taker, right?
Yeah. Okay. Like, I mean, the only thing I think to like really change things would be if we blow up the Mega Powers Mega Bucks or blow up the TLC.
Right.
But that's we're gonna be at it another hour.
Yeah.
So like, because if you blow up the Mega Powers Mega Bucks, you can do Hogan Shawn,
right?
Which I mean is good. You could do, if you want to get Savage on. Nah, you don't even have any road for Savage anymore, really.
You'd have to do Road Savage at 90. You could do
Yeah.
DiBiase Virgil at 91.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then
think
if
it
you
makes it better.
if you broke up the TLC, you could do
You don't gain a lot.
You could do you could do Edge Matt Hardy from 05,
And
which
Orton
I
Christian.
like.
Yeah.
Orton Christian. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you get the Dudleys
No,
and
Angle
Ramirez.
Eddie at 04.
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather have the TLC. I think it's the best of all of them.
I agree.
It's the best tag match we could have.
Okay,
Yeah.
look. So let's before we talk about the venue and the commentators, why don't we read this down for those of because
Austin Angle's the only other one, but that changes a ton.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, then you got to change Brett Taker. So you go back to 93, you do the Brett Doink Lawler.
You got to find a place for Taker. Or you could do Taker Orton from 05, which is good.
Right. Yeah, because you're going to use Angle, so you got to change 05 anyway.
Yeah.
Then we'd have to change 04.
Why do we have to change 04?
Because of Orton.
Oh.
If we did
right.
Taker Orton. 04 could be Triple H Eugene, then we'd have to change 07.
That match is the worst. It's so funny. Yeah. Like it's because Triple H squashed him when he was at his hottest.
Right.
Whereas Angle, he's already dead by then, so it was just whatever.
Yeah, and Triple H feels more mean-spirited for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a path to Austin Angle, but Brett Taker is awesome. So I mean,
yeah.
Look, we could do this again, like tomorrow, and it would
not take these.
It would be completely different. But yeah, let's read it down. Let's do that.
We'd probably still have to take Melina and Alicia Fox though.
It's the crux of the whole thing.
All right,
I'm telling you, 07. I've done this a couple times. 07, 10, and like 12. Like those are the ones that always are in the fucking way. Like
and you're always forced to take something like you don't want.
Yeah,
it's always
you have to. It's the only way to make these work. Yeah, you're gonna end up with matches that you just have to pick. But I think as we read this, I think we're gonna see like we did pretty good. Like I think we picked like more good matches than not. I don't think we get stuck with too many.
And pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you said hour and a half easy, but we're under an hour right now.
Yeah, and like it's 30 cards, right? Like so. All right, so 1980 SummerSlam 88, we took Hogan and Randy, the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks.
89's our IC title match, Warrior Rude.
90 is a squash match, Tito Santana against the Warlord.
It's a fun squash. 91, we got our jailhouse match, Boss Man and Mountie.
92, someone who should be in jail, Virgil against Nails.
1993, we have Tatanka and the Smoking Guns versus Bam Bam Bigelow and the Head Shrinkers.
94, the WWF Women's title, Lunder Blaze against Bull Nakano.
Yeah. 1995, Hakushi versus 1-2-3 Kid.
96, fucking Sid destroying the British Bulldog.
I know we talked about using Xbox Jarrett 98, by the way, but we ended up using Kid at 95 anyway. So, 1997 is our WWE World Title match: Bret Hart versus The Undertaker.
98 in the Lion's Den, Ken Shamrock against Owen Hart.
1999. Lover or Leaver, Test versus Shane McMahon in the Greenwich Street Fight.
2000, the TLC, Edge and Christian versus the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys.
2001 is our WCW World Title match, The Rock versus Booker T.
Wait. No, we didn't take him. We didn't
do Triple H King Booker?
No, we didn't keep it. We're good. We didn't.
Okay, all right.
Oh, thank God.
I froze for a minute. I'm like, there's always one.
Yeah. 2002, the unsanctioned match between Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
2003, Rob Van Dam versus Kane.
2004, for the World Heavyweight title, known heavyweights, Chris Benoit and Randy Orton.
2005, Kurt Angle versus Eugene.
2006, the I Quit match between Ric Flair and Mick Foley.
Do they have one of those Top Rope to Heaven shirts or Benoit? No, 2007, Rey Mysterio versus Chavo Guerrero in the Battle of the Juniors.
2008, the Animal Batista against John Cena.
And I feel like we lost Cena, AJ, but like at least we have like a good Cena match. It's not.
And that's like a sneaky great match. Yeah. Surprise finish.
And we get a good Batista match in, which is important too. So.
Yeah, which is rare at SummerSlam. It's always with fucking JBL or some shit.
2009, we got MVP versus Jack Swagger.
2010, you know what it is. Greatest match of all time. Melina versus Alicia Fox. And AJ Styles.
2011, we have Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan.
We've got some bad news because in 2012, it's Chris Jericho against Dolph Ziggler.
2013, Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk.
2014, Stephanie McMahon against Brie Bella.
2015, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper.
2016, where someone stopped being the face of the company, Finn Balor against Seth Rollins.
2017, that big classic between the Big Show and the Big Cass.
Is that the one where Big Cass is walking and he's standing in the middle, so it looks like it says Big Ass?
I think so, probably.
Probably. He didn't have that many matches. 2018, for the SmackDown Women's title, Charlotte Flair versus Carmella versus Becky Lynch.
2019, our United States title match, AJ Styles versus Ricochet.
2020, the year that didn't exist, but the Raw Women's title, Asuka defeating Sasha Banks.
Of Men on a Mission.
Oh, no,
2021, Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal, which will be on our free-for-all.
Yes. And 2022, our celebrity match, Logan Paul against The Miz.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's a good card.
I think we did okay.
I think we did well. We got a lot of we have all the star power except for Austin. I mean, we can main event with Brett Taker. We get the Mega Powers. We got what was the one later we have?
Sid Bulldog.
Cena Batista. There's one later that we just said that's like another main event level match if we wanted it.
Big Cass.
Yep. Keep going down. Keep going. What was I thinking? I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Something
Brock
was in my head.
Punk, I guess.
Yeah, Brock Punk. That's like another big match. So like we have like at least 5 classic matches.
Yeah.
And then we get some really good stuff like Test and Shane and
like what are the matches that hit 4 stars? Warrior Rude.
Mega Powers is probably close.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Bret Hart Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
The TLC.
Test Shane.
Yeah, on the edge, let's say. Brock Booker is on the edge of it.
Mm-hmm. Triple
H Shawn, Benoit and Orton, Batista Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Go down, Tim.
Brock Punk.
Yeah, Brock Punk. Ambrose Reigns against Wyatt. Balor Rollins is really good too. Yeah, and I think Charlotte, Carmella, Becky is probably near there too. So
yeah,
no, we're okay.
It's a loaded card. All right, where do you want to go for an arena?
Okay, I think we either go for the spectacle of it being at Wembley or the atmosphere in Toronto or MSG. You could always go MSG too.
Let's go MSG.
Okay, feels.
Like I don't feel like this is a Wembley card. I don't feel like it's a Toronto card.
No. Our commentators,
Tony Schiavone and Jesse the Body Ventura. Greatest SummerSlam announced team of all time.
However, who is replacing Jesse when he referees?
Superstar Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham.
No, let's go Heyman. Paul Heyman does that match.
Oh, I love that.
Because J.R. Heyman's my other choice if we want it to be different.
Oh, yeah.
From 01.
And could we have Doc Hendricks as a backstage interviewer?
Hey!
Because I want Jesse to like shit all over him.
Yes. All right. I like it. Leave your comments. Do this, and then share your card with us.
That's right.
We'll see who can put together a better draw than we did here. So we're going to be doing this once a month, Aaron. So we'll do the September card. It'll be.
It's going to be easier.
But
who knows, right? Maybe not.
We'll do that in a month. Next week we'll be back with another world title change and part of that project. And I don't know, we're still working on everything else. So just check us out. We're here every Saturday. Video,
right.
No holds barred. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on any podcast app on the audio. Follow us on social media. The Dookie's been dropped. We'll talk to you next week on No Holds Barred.
See ya, jackass.